requires you to use your imagination just a little bit. Blue is actually a young man who has died. He is a middle school student, and he appears as a spirit on stage who seems to be interacting with his older brother and his older brother's friends who've come to collect things for his mother to be used at his funeral. Blue appears on stage, but they don't see him. We see him, we hear what he's saying, they do not, even though it appears that they do at times. It is very moving, it is very touching, it is very serious. Our second piece is called Bystander Blues, and it would show what I think is probably a pretty typical middle school hallway between classes or before or after school, and the implications of what happens with bullying, especially with social media, and people spreading rumors and saying hateful things and piling on. And I think, unfortunately, those of you that are in middle school might recognize people you know, or maybe even yourselves if you're really honest. And let's face it, adults now too tend to do some of this behavior as well. So hopefully that'll speak to you a little bit. The third one is one that has a little bit of humor in it, but is really interesting. Again, a little bit of an imagination piece called Conundrum. It's a two-man presentation presented by two of our ridiculously talented sixth graders. Our sixth grade class, guys, is just loaded with talent. Ms. Truslow, you've got a lot to look forward to, let me tell you, but I'm keeping them for a couple more years. These two gentlemen will be portraying someone who is still in middle school, 14 years old, and another young man who has actually started college and is communicating with this young man who bullied him when he was in 8th grade and is trying to figure it out. He's got a conundrum to figure out why this bothered him so much. And the final skit of the evening, the final short piece, is called Downhill. And I think this one may be more directed at the adults than it is at the kids. Bullies come in all shapes and sizes and ages, unfortunately, in this world. And sometimes the actions that we choose and the way we speak to each other has a trickle-down effect. And I think you'll see that beautifully demonstrated. In between each of the skits, students are going to come out and they're going to read excerpts from actual letters that were written by folks here at Kate Collins. These are real letters. The people reading them did not write them. They are simply presenting parts of those letters. Some things have been obscured so that there's nothing directed at anyone personally. However, some of you might feel spoken to or might feel like you know who should be spoken to by some of the things they have to say. They are letters from victims and from bullies as well. We appreciate you guys being with us tonight. I am so grateful for those of you that share your children with me and have taken the time and the effort to shuttle them back and forth to rehearsals and pick up things for costumes and all of that. We are tremendously, tremendously grateful. We also really appreciate you spending a little money to come in here tonight. We're self-funded. We don't receive funds from anybody. So, I always sort of joke and say we have a budget, in the dollars of dollars. That's pretty true. So anytime you're getting rid of old furniture or anything, feel free to call us. We'll write you a lovely letter thanking you for your tax-deductible donation. We're happy to take those types of things. I want to say a special shout out, and I've put some thanks in there in the program, to particularly a couple of our dads who were wonderful about being construction crew for us on this and assisting with that, and a couple of gentlemen who are very near and dear to me, my husband and my father-in-law, who made multiple runs back and forth to Lowe's and haul things in and out of pickup trucks to help supply some things as well. And all of the teachers and staff here at Kate Collins and our administrators have been wonderfully supportive of us. This is a small audience for these guys today. They've performed already 3 times today. In total, they performed for over 700 people already today. So they should be feeling pretty ready to go. Is everybody ready back there?
Woo!
Oh, wow, that wasn't very enthusiastic. Come on, are we ready back there?
Yeah!
All right, Caleb, can you give me a little bit of light so I can hopefully make it back up without getting injured? Thank you, darling. Thank you, guys.
Wow, what? This is your first time here? I never imagined.
It's kind of
Amazing.
You like it? You really like it?
Look, that's you. That's you. You look smart.
Maybe not. I try to make him look smart. He is smart. He's the smartest big brother you could have, especially when you've only got one.
He looks awesome. Well,
teacher tried to show me, and I never quite got it. And I'm good, real good. But I can never quite get it, the light. To shine like that, just so. Like freaking Rembrandt.
Mrs. Raynor? Wow, it looks just like her.
Yeah, and the funny way her eyes bug out when you do something good.
Kind of down cold the way she holds her mouth real wide, like she's saying, oh,
It holds it forever.
oh, and breaks out laughing.
It loved her laugh.
Yeah, he really liked her. So she was the only one that didn't have to use words. She got him. Got him.
Dang. How old was he when he did this one?
9.
Precious mine. Mom. The colors are really bright.
The day the zoo was mine. Oh, mine. We spent the whole day there, Mom and me. We had popcorn. It smelled so good. We had popcorn and hot dogs. And we gave all the animals names. Crazy names. Like Lupicius the Delgado lion. And Effie the effervescent elephant. You should have seen Gregory the gorgeous giraffe. Scott, you missed it. You were at school or something with Dad. It was just Mom and me. We sat by the Swan Lake and watched them sail away like white feathered ships out to sea. Mom, sitting there. She was so pretty. The sun so pretty in her hair. And that night, I just couldn't get the animals out of my head, craning their necks, staring in my eyes, like they were trying to tell me something. Maybe they wanted me to set them free, but I had no idea how. Oh, Mom, and the swans, and Lupicius still got a lion. I wanted to hold him to the day forever.
Mom caught him. 3 o'clock in the morning, painting away. He was weird like that. And he would pop into his head, and he'd be up all hours of the night, painting, or writing, or singing. He would wake up in the middle of the night, singing at the top of his lungs. Said a song just came to him.
My head was so full. Just start racing. So much to think about. What kind of kid comes up with a name like Lupicius? Lupicius lion? I always thought it was a weird kind of little kid. No offense, but your mom, she looked happy there.
Yeah.
Is that blue?
He painted it last month, I think. Called it.
My Picasso me.
The colors seem, well, not as intense.
Well, I always thought he was this weird kind of little kid. No offense, but Katrina was always talking about how weird he was in class.
Like your sister knows from Weird.
He wore those crazy clothes.
He liked color.
Like a rainbow. And I'll share my colors. If you let me, I can show you how to strut them. I get it now. I get it now. But when the whole class was in a t-shirt and blue jeans and you're fearless.
Brave enough to be different.
Or stupid enough.
Justin?
Sorry.
I know. We all are.
Scott, have you found it?
Still looking.
You looking out?
We got it. Come on. We have to find it before she comes up. Or she just cries when she comes up.
So it looks like?
It's blue.
Of course.
About this big. We carried it around all the time. Always ready. Wouldn't go any place without it. Big rubber band holding it all together.
So, any idea where it is?
My brother's a pack rat. A neat pack rat, but a pack rat. Why don't you take yours over there? Morgan, give me a hand with the closet. And Pete, be my guest. We call it
The Cove. A place of secret treasure.
when he was really tiny, we'd have these nightmares, scared to death of this green-eyed monster under his bed. So one night I climbed in beside him and told him all about
Ye good old Pirate Pete.
now good old Pete the Pirate needed a safe place to stash his treasure.
He'd steal from the rich and give to the poor.
Sounds like Robin Hood to me.
Hey, he was only 5, so he could. Now, Pete was a really good guy, but he was still a pirate and a swordsman who could swash and buckle with the best of them. And he was not about to let some green-eyed monster mess with his treasure.
So, no more green-eyed monsters?
Right. And one day, Blue told me he talked to Pete.
I did.
Asked him if he could store some of his own treasure in the cupboard. You know, for safekeeping. He said kids at school were always taking his stuff. Like his lunch and his pencils and his sweatshirt. I mean, that was all right, but
But there was some stuff I had to keep safe. Some of me, I had to keep safe.
and so according to Blue, Pete said, sure, baby. So, voila,
Careful.
secret treasure.
Look! It's like Joseph's code, many colors.
He made it himself one Halloween. It saved up all these bits of fabric, sewed it on this old black cape mom had, and suddenly it was miraculous.
You can put it on.
Do you think he'd mind?
No, go ahead, put it on. I loved wearing it. Put it on. I loved wearing it until
It's okay.
I bring you rainbows.
He would say that sometimes.
I bring you rainbows.
Might have been his first words or something like that. He'd get all excited about this color or that color, and he'd gather stuff up, stuff with color in it, like he needed it.
Why live in such a great world?
Could be cloth or balls or piece of paper. Sure, we gathered up, come racing at you 90 million miles an hour, tripping all over himself, shouting.
I bring you rainbows. See? Can't you just see the rainbows?
Inside, it was just like that.
If you could only see the rainbows.
When things got bad, really bad, he would come home and sit in that corner and wrap up in it. Said that no one could see him. He said that all you could see was color, beautiful color, and he was invisible. Said that no one ever really saw him anyways, so he might as well be invisible. He took it to school that last week. They had to write a poem and read it to us. Write it, then read it to the class. He didn't just want to read he wanted to present it.
Katrina said it was really good.
Mom read it too. Thinks he would like it if we read it tomorrow Thinks he would like it if we read it tomorrow. But he didn't turn it in, and we couldn't find a copy in his locker. It must be in his journal. He kept everything he loved in it. The day he read it in class, seemed everybody liked it when he finished and twirled around and around in his cape.
Katrina said it was like he was making his own breeze, floating on air.
And some jerk called him gay, knocked the wind out of his sails. And before lunch, Malik grabbed it when he was putting it away, and this dumb bunch of 8th graders started tossing it back and forth, shouting fag and...
When Mr. Davis made them give it back, Katrina told me that he wrapped up in it and started whispering, "You can't see me. You can't touch me. I'm not here." Said it was kind of scary and all. Well, I'm crying in the locker room in that cave. Said it was a really pretty cave.
I wish I could have been there. Could have swashed, could have buckled, could have cut them down to size. The hateful jerks.
You
If
didn't.
only I had been there.
You didn't.
What? Say it. Say it. Why won't anybody say it? Say it. Hang him. I didn't hang him. We did not hang him.
Nobody put the rope around his neck. He did that.
I was so lonely.
Slipping through the cracks. I didn't see you.
Nobody looks. Nobody notices.
How could I catch you if I didn't see you fall?
All you had to do was look. It's not your fault. So you can't blame me.
Words we said and didn't say. Be a big boy when some stupid kid made him feel small. We kept on living our lives when he was living heck. Year after year, we kept painting pictures
Until I just couldn't find the colors anymore. Everywhere, except here my colors was gray. But you wouldn't let me stay, would you? Mom, Dad, you? You said I had to go to school. For what? So they could accidentally knock my lunch in my lap, then laugh? Put junk in my locker, call me.
They couldn't keep pulling you out of school. Can't live your life at the zoo.
I lived in the zoo. I need
didn't say ever be a big one. Some stupid kid made him feel small. Kept on painting the picture. Bigger, bigger,
Till I couldn't find the colors anymore. Is it? Careful.
It's here.
I don't know how to be among you in a world of limited color. I don't know what to do or say. I don't understand gray. Red, yellow, green, blue. So many hues to choose. Imagine mine, but I'm afraid you still might only see my outline. So I draw a picture, tuck it away. Hope you'll ask, what's that one day? What's that? And I'll say, color. Technicolor rainbows. That's me. Did you find it?
And a tie. Who needs a tie?
Which one?
Blue. One day he asked me,
Why am I named Blue?
I was laying in the grass, looking up at the sky, wishing for something wonderful, a miracle. I watched the clouds dance in the different shades of heaven go by, wishing for a miracle. And that miracle was you. So I called you Blue.
It was like the sky, only nobody ever looked up.
Blue one, maybe.
Technicolor rainbows. That's me.
Dear Bully, you will never understand what it is like to dread coming to school each day because someone who doesn't even really know you goes out of their way to make you miserable. I don't hate you. I don't even know you. So why are you always treating me like this?
This is a class. What happened yesterday never should have happened.
I should have
Said something.
done something.
Anything.
But I didn't.
Hey, Katie, what's up?
Nothing much.
So I heard that you and Johnny.
No way, Samantha. Who told you that?
Hey ladies, how we doing?
Hey, Johnny.
Well, what's up with you?
What do you mean?
What's your problem?
Nothing.
Well, back off.
Katie, what's the matter with you?
She's cold, Sammy. Cold as ice, freezing.
Come on, Katie, lighten up.
Thanks, Sam.
What's the big deal?
Yeah, Kate, what's the big deal? Big, you get it? Big deal?
I saw what happened, and it never should have happened.
I should have said something like,
Hey, Katie, what's up? Let's get out of here.
done something like stepped in and told Johnny to stop it.
Anything might have helped. I could have.
Change the subject. Gotten her out of there,
But I didn't.
I could have been there for her.
but I wasn't.
Katie is so sensitive, she can't even take a joke.
Huh?
She made such a fool out of herself. What was she thinking?
Who?
Katie, didn't you see her? Sort of. How could you miss it? I'm seriously worried about that girl.
Maybe she's having a bad day.
You think?
I did see what happened.
So did I. Should have told Johnny to cut it out.
I should have told Miss Smith.
She's great to talk to.
And always follows parents' need help.
I should have been a better friend.
But I wasn't. And I should have.
I know I could have.
But I did.
Do anything. It didn't end at school. When Katie got home, I heard Johnny had posted something about her on Facebook.
You just couldn't leave her alone.
I was so humiliated.
Everybody was talking about it.
I thought Johnny's post was a riot.
I thought it was cruel. I didn't want to get out of bed, let alone those.
She asked for it. What a jerk.
She did nothing. Neither did we.
And we should have.
Could have. Done something. Anything.
But we didn't.
We just walked away.
Went on with our lives.
Pretended it wasn't happening. We're glad it didn't happen to us.
And we steered clear of it.
The next day, Katie didn't
by Samantha.
To actually nice, but to just
I couldn't believe what they said. I felt so alone.
I felt so ashamed.
I felt so sad.
I felt worried.
Johnny is so popular.
Samantha can be a witch if you get on her bad side.
I didn't understand why.
I didn't understand how.
I didn't understand at all. Most of the kids like me. I should have taken the time to talk to her, to sit with her.
To be with her.
I felt so alone.
And nobody did anything to help.
No.
Samantha and Johnny kept posting such evil things. Some of their Facebook friends even joined in the fun.
Until it was completely out of control.
Because you mean stuff like, you wouldn't believe.
You can just imagine.
I felt so alone. It went on and on.
No one. I mean, no one.
Did anything.
Why didn't I text her?
Why didn't I call her? Why didn't I?
Why?
She was so uptight.
She was so alone.
She was so sensitive.
She was so sensitive.
No one did anything.
And everybody knew.
Johnny's Facebook page.
I looked at it.
I did too.
I couldn't believe it.
Katie's not that short.
I was desperate.
Why didn't I do something?
Why didn't I tell someone? Why didn't I help her?
Why didn't I?
Why?
It would have made all the difference.
Would you feel if you're running home crying locked yourself in your room, don't want anyone to see ya? Well, everyone's having fun outside and you're telling yourself, I won't let it get to me no more. I don't wanna feel this way. I can't believe I let it go so far. No, no, it's not okay. What do you know about me? Do you wanna know what I think? Mean girls, I'ma just come you out my girls. Mean girls, you no longer run my world. Mean girls, I'ma just come you out my girls. Who do you think you are? Loud mouth cafeteria star. Maybe somebody was cruel to you, so you think that's what you're supposed to do. One day it might be you when you need a friend, but you're no longer cool. And everyone leaves when you walk in the room. I just hope they forgive you. I won't let it get to me no more. I don't wanna feel this way. I can't believe I let it go so far. No, no, it's not okay. What do you know about me? Do you wanna know what I think? Mean girls, I'ma just come you out my girls. Mean girls, you no longer run my world. Mean girls, I'ma just come you out my girls.
Shrimp,
A conundrum.
first off, I'm taller than you.
I wasn't referring to height when I called you a shrimp.
Shrimp always refers to height in this context. Gym class, basketball. Shrimp, me tall, you short.
I was referring to your entire state of whatever when I called you a shrimp.
My state of whatever?
Yep. Your shrimpy actions, your shrimpy body language, your shrimpy everything.
You mind if I give this whole thing some context?
If you feel like you should explain your stupid self, then go for it.
Here's the context. Tony Baker, 6 years ago, 8th grade, gym class, basketball. He'd been hassling me for months with gems like,
Hey, dog face.
and
I hear you eat puke.
in my fave.
If you look at me one more time, I will punch your guts out of your butt.
Out my butt.
And I'll do it too.
You're 14. You can't punch that hard.
Try me and see.
And there was the problem. Try me and see. In my mind, no matter what, all I could do was imagine what Tony might do to me.
What, you scared of something, shrimp?
And that's the one that got me thinking about the whole shrimp thing. And now at age 20, I still think about it. I think,
What exactly could have happened if I questioned the ridiculousness of the statement?
Right.
But you understood the consequences?
Did I?
Gut punching.
But I'd never seen you hit anyone before. Ever.
But it might, you never know.
So you hit me. Then what?
I probably would have gotten into big trouble.
And you would have blamed me for the trouble.
And then you would have gotten punched even harder.
And the same thing would happen again and again, going on, getting worse and worse, until I was one big Bismarck bruise.
You've got an active imagination.
So what?
I'm saying your description seems a little extreme.
Well, what were the consequences of me standing up to Tony all right out there in gym class about the whole shrimp thing? Of course, being the age I am now, I see all of the alleys I could have taken. I could have said, I'm taller than you.
You said that already?
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Anyhow, something else I could have said would have been...
Harder than you thought, isn't it?
No.
Then what would you have said?
How about nice shoes?
Nice shoes.
Yeah, those gym shoes you had were pretty scuffed up.
Nice shoes has no effect on me whatsoever.
So maybe that's not what I would have said, but more of me ignoring you and not letting you get to me.
Fat chance.
Fat chance.
Yeah, like I said, you're a shrimp. In your mind, in your soul.
My soul is shrimpy.
Yep,
Seriously.
your soul is a total shrimp.
This is what I paid attention to.
6 years perspective really shines a light on my backwards logic, doesn't it?
It does.
So, maybe start there.
Start where?
The consequences of your actions.
And the conundrum.
The conundrum.
What were the consequences of me standing up to Tony? A punch in the gut.
A punch in the gut.
What else?
Humiliation.
Right, I would have been humiliated in front of the whole class.
And why would you have been humiliated?
Because I would have said something really stupid.
Like calling somebody who's obviously taller than you a shrimp.
Ah, like you did. Point taken.
I'm making a point.
Which is?
It's not like I'm full of fancy comebacks or witticisms. I'm 14, same as you.
So, what you're saying is your mind and my mind worked similarly then.
I wouldn't go that far.
But neither one of us had any sort of snappy thing to say to each other.
Because we were both 14.
And you probably weren't going to punch me.
But you thought I might.
Which is just as bad as the fear of the punch.
Either way,
It isn't really a conundrum.
nope, it's not.
Nope.
What, you scared something, shrimp?
Nope. I'm not.
What'd you say, dog face?
I said, nope, I'm not.
Oh, guess what? I heard your little rumor. You eat puke.
Oh, guess what? About that rumor, I don't eat puke.
I am going to punch your guts out of your butt.
That's impossible.
Fine.
Fine.
You hurt my friends. You hurt the people I care about. You don't even care that you hurt me. I thought you were my friend. Friends don't stab friends in the back. But you did. Why? Why couldn't we just be friends?
You ruined everything in my life. So what if I did the same stuff as you? I know lots of friends. No, I said friends who can do all that stuff too. You think you have to beat me in everything like a 2-year-old would do. I do some sports to improve, and because I worried some people won't like me if I can't do them. I joined our team to learn and be with my friends, but you just made me feel like I was a horrible player. Thanks for ruining my life, bully.
One simple thing.
I know.
I gave you one simple thing to do, Michael.
And I was mostly successful.
And Lewis and Franklin DeWatzik were mostly successful in creating an airplane in 1894. Except that their machine crashed and killed them both in a horrible, massive broken down. You know who did succeed? The Wright brothers. Now, which do we talk about today?
The Wright brothers.
Exactly. The Wright brothers. Not the DeWatziks, the Wright brothers.
Do the Dwadzik brothers even exist?
They did
just 2 more days.
which I did not give you.
Which you did not give us.
And you know why I didn't give you those 2 extra days, Michael? Because it is my job to see the big picture, Michael. It is your job to do what I tell you to do. Is that so hard?
No, ma'am.
Is that beyond your capability?
No, ma'am.
Are you a Dewatson?
No, ma'am.
Why do you keep screwing up?
I'm trying. We're all trying.
Dewatson.
Oh, come on.
Dewatson.
This isn't
Dewatson. Breathe in. What do you smell?
nothing.
Exactly. There are no stinking piles of fail in my office. However, every time I walk past your cubicle, there is an undeniable stench of fresh failure reeking from your chair, your desk, and your shoes. I did not start this company so you can track your mess in every time you slouch through my door. So unless you want to go on sitting in your stinking pile of fail, which you can do on your own time, that can be arranged, I suggest you take a success shower, wash your clothes in high heat success detergent, and show up ready to work. For once. Do I make myself clear?
Completely.
Hey, Dad.
Have you finished your homework?
Most of it.
Then off with the phone. You know the rules.
Just give me a sec.
No. Homework? No.
I just gotta finish checking with Brian about the party.
Now, Jacob.
Hey!
One simple thing. I asked you to do one simple thing.
I know.
Are you keeping up with your math?
Please, Pete, I'm pretty good. Could I?
No, not pretty good. You know who's pretty good? Your grandfather, who dropped out of school and had 3 kids to support, going door to door to door, selling junk. Use Hoover vacuum cleaners. I did not get where I am today, so you could end up like him and the Dwodzic brothers.
Who?
Is school somehow beyond your brain's abilities?
No.
Are you your grandfather and his Hoovers?
No!
Then why do you keep screwing up?
I tried!
Hoover!
Oh, you're not
Hoover!
Just let me.
Hoover! You want to be a screw up, you do it on it. You get your own job, your own house, your own food and clothes. As long as you are under my roof, you will not sit there in a big sink pile of fail. I tried. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
Then get to work.
So, Travis. Hey, Jake, where are you going, man? I gotta get to class. You're going the long way. Am I? Did you get the geometry? Well, I have to finish in the class. One simple thing, Travis. One simple thing. I got too busy. You know who make you too busy? I make you too busy not to tell my fist to jack you up after school. So what you're saying is, you have to verbally tell your fist what to do. You get smart? No. You want my fist to get busy? No. Jack. No. Jack. I had a lot right now this year. And I did not get this far just to watch it all go down the drain because some stupid geek pop won't take the time to hand me a piece of paper every morning. You get it? I get it. Good. Hi, Travis. Do you want to color with me? I don't have time. Please, just one picture. Will you please move your papers? They're all over the place. This is my house, too. It's just coloring. One simple thing, Emma. One. I'm sorry. I just feel like I'm always picking up after you. I'm trying. I know you are. One picture. Fine. Then it's time to clean up. Will you help me? Don't you know where your stuff goes by now? I do. I just like when you help me. Then I can help you. I can sharpen your pencils. Deal. What should we color? How about a picture of you and me walking, holding hands? Well, I can do that. I can do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, our crew, could you step forward, please? For the a nice round of applause to these folks who work so hard. Set folks. Give them a wave. Come on, guys. Come on, take a little bow. You worked really, really hard. You worked really hard. They did an awesome job. Thank you, thank you. Where is Alex? Alex. Where is Alex? There's Alex. I stole Alex back for a little while from the high school. Alex was one of our primary actors here when I was at Kate Collins, and he was gracious enough to come and help us with this. And I appreciate his efforts so very much. Thank you, guys. I'm really proud of you. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Can you guys take a step forward? These people worked extra hard too. We did have Haley had to leave for another production she's in. Take a nice big bow, folks. You did amazing job. If you noticed, some of these guys were on stage for everything almost. They learned so many lines, it was pretty unbelievable. Those that did not necessarily deliver a whole lot of lines understudied for everybody else. So pretty much everybody up there was capable of doing just about any line that you heard spoken tonight. They worked so hard and supported each other so well, and I am just incredibly proud of them. I do want to give a special shout out to Haley. Haley, can you wave, please? That amazing big voice came out of that and she bravely volunteered to do that just the other day, and we thought that she absolutely ought to be able to share that. I want to thank you guys again for being with us tonight. If you guys will stay up there, I'm sure some of your folks and friends want to get some pictures. You're welcome to do that. Those of you who need to give one of these nice